The Morning Market Kickoff with your host, Tommy O'Brien. Now, Tommy O'Brien.
Good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Tommy O'Brien, coming to you live from TFNN. 48 hours until Christmas. You got that Christmas shopping done? You only got a day or two left. December 23rd, you come into holiday trading. Wednesday, we have Christmas this week. And then next Wednesday, we have New Year's Day. And we'll see where we go from here. Probably going to be a little bit of light trading. Kids off for the holidays, and we pick things up with the S&Ps. Negative right now by about 9 points, trading at 59.92. I was going to bed last night, and I said, hey, maybe this market's going to save itself a bit. We had the S&Ps up at 6,031, and boom, just like that. You look at the markets at 7 a.m. this morning, and yeah, we had given up 35 points from where we were last night. You see the acceleration a little bit at 8:30, and right now we're negative by 8 points. NASDAQ 100, we're positive by 29, trading at 21,595 right now. You see the acceleration on Friday from that low of 21,000 pre-market. Dow off 177 points, or 0.4% in the red, 43,140 this morning, and you jump over the Russell, negative by 6. Bitcoin off $1,400, 95,210. You got crude trading lower by 38 cents at 69.08. Gold contract off by $12 at 26.32. Excuse me, we jumped to notes and bonds, and what do we got? We got a little bit of lower price and higher yield. That's been the trend, and it is not stopping. You get the 10-year negative by 4 ticks right now. We're talking about a 10-year yield of 4.55, 4.55%. And yeah, before we jump over to the dollar, right, you check out that chart. We got to update it. 4.55 is the number now, and you are breaking the lows that we had in November. Quite a decisive break last week. You break below that level December 18th on Fed Day. You chop around, and we got lower price coming at you yet again. We jump over to the DXY, the dollar index, and we're back above 108. Yeah, look at this move. Even last night, saying, all right, you know, we broke above 108, but boy, you gave it up pretty quickly. But everything's coming back at you again today. We got the dollar back above 108 at 108.12 right now. You're up by 539 ticks. You see where we ended the session on Friday. And yeah, we'll see where we go from there. Now, take a look at these markets. We get some nice Gartley patterns here. Hey, look at this move. Look at right up to the 618, right? You accelerate from Wednesday at about 61.50. You drive down to 58.66 pre-market on Friday. We accelerate to a 618 retracement. And yeah, you better believe it, man. As this market looking a little dicey, just under 5,600, just under 6,000 right now in the S&Ps. And you put that thing on a daily. Right, pretty remarkable that you're looking at July's highs out there, 57.33. We made it to 58.66 on that low on Friday, and we'll see where we go as the day is young. All right, so keeping our eye on yields. We'll take that one off. Let's look at even a little bit longer, bigger picture, right? We're just chopping. We're actually right at the lows that we were at more than 2 years ago, October of 2022. You had a 108. What was the exact low? 10. Look at it, exactly. Right when I pulled that up, it was exactly the same to the thousandth, folks. 108.265 is the low. Yeah, that is the low back there on October, and that's exactly to the tick where we're sitting right now. How about that one, right? Let's draw that bar. Let's put it on the chart because it's an important one, man. We're going to keep it there. We'll extend it to the right. And we are right at that critical level. You made it below there about a year ago when we had the 10-year yield approaching 5%. But beyond that, man, we're at some critical levels right now in the dollar as well. As you got the 10-year sitting at 4.55, we got the dollar sitting at about 108 right now. And we got Christmas in 2 days. All right, we kick it off with bonds. This one from Bloomberg. I was reading this yesterday, I think. Yeah, when's this one out? Yeah, yesterday morning. I was reading this yesterday afternoon, looking at the markets, working on the gold report a little bit. And bond traders turned to 2025 amid most agonizing easing in decades. Yeah, why is that? Because since the Fed has started cutting, rates have went up dramatically. okay? And you get the curve steepening a bit because of that as well. But what they're talking about here is this is bond yields rising since the Fed cuts rates in September. Now, it's not what they did, it's what they had priced in. And when they began cutting, okay, you back it up to September, right? Imagine the market's at 115, the Fed's going to begin a cutting cycle, and meanwhile, here we are 3 months later, and what's happened? You've had rates rise dramatically, and you've had the 10-year drop in price by 7 full points from 115.23 to 108.26. And there's your rise, 81 basis points. The 10-year has moved. Since that cut, what's the cut date they call? 9/18. And where is 9/18? Look at that, almost the peak, right? And why is that? It's because when they cut, the market was thinking we had, 5 or 6 cuts next year? Now we'll be lucky to get 2, okay? And this has not happened in some time. Look at the difference, right, in terms of where we are, okay? The 10-year yields have climbed more than 75 basis points since they started slashing their benchmark in September. It's counterintuitive. And the biggest jump in the first 3 months of a rate cutting cycle since 1989. Yeah. Now they're in the pause. Where do we go from here? All right. Well, we're going to get to find out. The one thing I will say is that now the market's priced with a lot more equal risk reward on either side, in my opinion. Now, you could make the case that, hey, the Fed's going to pause. Okay, but yeah, they still have some ammunition for cuts down the road, and they do. But it's going to get interesting when new administration coming in January 20th. The next Fed meeting is January 29th. They're going to be cautious to kick off the year, and inflation's persistent. And there are those out there in Washington already talking about, in Wall Street already talking about that maybe there's actually a chance for a hike coming down the line as the next move versus a cut. You better watch out if that's the case, man. Now, we've talked about it before. To finish up this first segment on bonds, this is the 30-year. We're pushing the levels that we were at back in April. It does seem like, if you look at things on a shorter-term basis, that we are at a period of time that could be a floor. But as I've reminded before, man, you go back, okay, and you look at this chart, any time before the 2008 financial crisis, we're trading at 114 right now. There is 114 in that chart. Let's just draw it real quick. The point being, there's a very real risk in this market, folks, okay, that you better believe, and we all make bets, trades, call them what you want. You're going to have a bias. Trying to get to the zero. There we go. But as you can see, where we are in this chart at 114, you go back to any time before 2008, and there were a few select times, okay, that we were above this price point on this chart, which would have meant lower yields. For most of this chart, yields were higher than they are right now. The economy can handle higher yields, even though for the last 20 years, we've somehow been accustomed to 0% interest rates, right? So we're going to get to find out whether higher for longer is here. The market's thinking it may be, and that was a little bit of the hesitation last week in equity markets. But we got holiday trading, and as I say, sometimes be careful out there. You get, just because it's light trading, you might see some quick moves in this market with less market participants around. To smooth out those curves. Stay tuned, folks. We'll come back. We'll talk some equities. December 23rd. We'll be right back. If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This portion of the Morning Market Kickoff is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. We got the S&Ps negative by 10. We jump around to some of those magnificent 7 this morning. You got Amazon shares right now, barely in the green, up at 225 from 224.92. Apple, the big dog, trading at 254. We had quite a little bid in the pre-market, up to 256 last night. You take a look at Apple, right? Yeah, you're talking about it, man. Apple pushing all-time highs, which is remarkable when you look at the market's had a little bit of a pullback, but Apple surviving that so far. Microsoft, we're flat this morning, trading at 436. We jump over to Tesla shares this morning, trading at 431 from 421, up by $10 in the pre-market. MicroStrategy, trading at 358. We got Bitcoin trading at about 95,000. They're all over the press as they've had one of the best years out there, 477%. And boy, if you like volatility, if you like leverage volatility, if you like leverage volatility on Bitcoin, then yeah, you love MicroStrategy. But guess what? It's going to be a love-hate relationship when we get a real pullback, folks, okay? Bitcoin is loved by traders because of the volatility. It's loved on the upside, but please protect yourself if you got some exposure to Bitcoin, if you've been leveraging up, because there's going to be some horror stories in MicroStrategy. And this is just a risk tolerance story, right? That I don't think a lot of people quite understand the leverage that they have with MicroStrategy. I hope that was a glimpse when you were trading at 543. I mean, imagine you're holding MicroStrategy up here at 500, and Bitcoin stays above 95,000, and meanwhile, your MicroStrategy goes from 500 or 543 down to 317. So if you're in that MicroStrategy, folks, people love it because of the volatility, but volatility goes both days. Don't forget what happened on November 21st. We were talking about this equity on this run-up. Okay, right now you jump over to the Analyze tab, and what are they pushing? $87 billion. I think that's about double the Bitcoin that they actually have on hand. remarkable. All right, let's see what else we got pulled up. Yeah, a couple articles. We're going to be light on the economic data, that's for sure. But let's stay with Bitcoin. All right, we were talking about this one. And, yeah, you better believe that it's a topic, man. Researchers warn a quantum computing attack on crypto could cause trillions in losses, right? And this is where, boy, if you have a technological advantage, folks, it doesn't take long if you're ahead of the curve to break every technological advantage that was prior. As in, you think about something, right? Even, I always think about this in terms of weapons, right? You think about weapons, where weapons were 50 years ago, even 100 years ago, versus where they are right now. One person with today's weapons could defeat an entire army from the globe of 100 years ago. You don't have to go 100 years, but it exaggerates how, if you have technology before somebody else, and we're seeing this with AI right now, right, what you can do. And there is the computing factor out there that you have now with Google talking about its breakthrough in the Willem quantum computing chip. And this is what's great is this is a journal article, and I had a CNBC one ready as well. I mean, yeah, it's in the rage. All right, maybe they're following the lead with the Wall Street Journal's piece out here, but it is a looming threat. And yeah, they're going to attempt to solve this, and I think they will solve it on a grander scale. But you are going to start running into instances like this where it's going to be a constant battle for security when you have raw computing power that can just outcompute any type of encryption. And that's going to be the battle in terms of how that gets done, right? Advances in technology pose a long-term risk unless Bitcoin's fractious community of developers beef up its technology in a time-consuming upgrade. Well, guess what? That's going to happen the moment that anybody gets a computing power that can break their encryption, because it breaks the whole system, right? A quantum-powered attack on Bitcoin that could have a harmful spillover. Yeah, you better believe it, man, okay? A quantum hack of Bitcoin would cause more than $3 trillion in losses. I mean, you could see the sell-off that could ensue across crypto. You're sitting at 100,000. Yeah. One common encryption method involves very large numbers called public keys. Multiples of two big prime numbers. Two primes can be combined to generate what is known as the private key. Data can be encoded with the public key and decoded with a private key. Users keep their private keys secret. The strength of this method is that it takes a vast amount of time for a standard computer to derive the private key from the public key. But guess what? That's going to change. Quantum computing makes factoring far easier. Yeah. An algorithm devised by a U.S. mathematician in 1994. What's his name? Come on. Or her name. Who's the mathematician? They deserve some credit there. Who was crushing this stuff in 1994, 30 years ago? Makes it possible to factor huge numbers in minutes, provided that you have a sufficiently powerful quantum computer. Well, guess what? We got one now. Yeah. And it goes beyond Bitcoin. Excuse me. Now, yeah, Bitcoin's going to get targeted like crazy because it's the wild, wild west, folks. Banks have regulations, right? Some defense mechanisms and the ability to cover their clients. Bitcoin does not. And so that's going to be coming down the line. And you're seeing it here, right? What quantum computing means for the future of Bitcoin and other cryptos. You are going to see, listen, this isn't going to be the end all, okay? But get ready for, over the next few years, that this is going to be something that is going to have to take place with that community coming together to somehow beef up the technology in an upgrade for crypto. So it's not going to end crypto, but there are going to have to be steps, and it's going to have to happen because the keys are going to get broken and the keys control everything. I wonder how that plays into breaking into the wallets that are out there, like Satoshi's wallet, right? Can somebody hack into that one? Yeah. We'll see. I know, right? All right. We talked about crypto. We talked about bonds. Let's talk a little Amazon and how they're getting into the Temu action. So behind Amazon's quiet launch of Haul, which competes with Temu in ultra-low priced items from China. You know, the running joke is, I told you, I was on Temu at one point, and, you know, they tell you can go practically buy a car for $2, folks. That's how it feels. Everything is bells and whistles. They got wheels spinning around that say 99% off across the board, okay? But if you got time for it, if you got time for the delivery, man, you can find some great deals. The problem is that you don't know the quality of what you're dealing with, right? So like Temu, Hall offers items, sneakers under $10, kitchenware under $6, phone cases, how about $2.99? They caps the price of each offering at $20 though. Temu is bigger, so they're really going for the cheap here. Free shipping orders on over $25. So if you add a couple items in there, okay, several items is what they're doing. You get a haul, and yeah, completely separate from the main Amazon site. Okay, they don't want consumers to trade down to lower price goods. Complete separation, which is probably smart. You don't want to degrade, because there is the running joke out there that Temu, the quality of the goods on Temu, leave much to be desired. Amazon has a great reputation, so they don't want that to happen. We're going to talk a little bit more when we get back. Amazon, slightly in the green this morning. We're coming back for the opening bell. S&P's off by 3. Don't go away, folks.
The consistency you're looking for is closer than you think. 1 or 2 adjustments are usually all you need to change your equity curve from red to green and keep it there. Come join Larry Pesavento live to learn what separates the winners from the losers. Join Larry Pesavento on the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where Larry will show you the market setting up and, most important of all, the state of mind of a winning trader. By watching Larry trade, you'll learn the Fibonacci levels, you'll learn how to apply A to B to C to D trading patterns, you'll learn trade management, pattern recognition, and much more. Join Larry October 11th and 25th for more live trading action. Your purchase goes towards 2 sessions, so make sure to sign up now so you don't miss a chance to sit next to Larry as he trades the market live. For all information and to reserve your spot today, go to the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. We got markets open, and you get back into the green. S&Ps, we opened positive by 2 points at 6,004. We were just trading at 59.85. NASDAQ 100 up by 74 points, 21,643. Dow slightly in the red by about 0.2% or 96 points at 43,217. And the Russell barely in the red as well. We jump around, as I mentioned, right? Apple. Is that an all-time high on the open? It sure is. Apple with an all-time high print at 255, man. Maybe it's a little race to safety. Not sure what's going on. Apple just powering higher. Microsoft barely in the green this morning. We're talking Amazon slightly in the red at 224. Tesla up by $9 or 2.2% at 430. Jump over to Meta shares this morning. There's a bid for you, up by 1.8%. Google shares up by 0.7%. Salesforce slightly in the red this morning. You jump over to Netflix shares, up by 0.4%. Quite a year for Netflix to $912.65. Yeah. Jump back to Amazon. So yes, it's interesting that you got China in the mix here as well, right? So, you know, this is, and as they put it, Hall and Temu keep prices down by relying on their existing network of China-based sellers to import cheap individual items into the U.S. under the de minimis provision. Yeah, although this customs exemption is facing renewed federal scrutiny, it allows importers to avoid paying duties and taxes for items valued under $800. So what do you have, though? Longer shipping times, but lower prices. Yeah, and people do want the option. The problem is, folks, you got third-party sellers in China. You don't trust third-party sellers in America. Good luck trusting third-party sellers in China. And yeah, the market wanted them to compete, and they are now competing, and they're competing with a completely separate company, which is probably in the best interest, because the harm that could do to their brand, right? Temu is a joke of a brand. It's okay. Walmart took a lot of heat in that same way, right? But if you want to be the cheapest one out there, that's going to come with what? Slower delivery times, okay, etc. And that's where they are. But look for that one, Hall. See where they go. All right, let's jump over to a little Netflix. So, Netflix. Yeah, how about Christmas Day NFL games? Amazon's got an NFL game too. I think they might be on Christmas. Does Amazon have a game on Christmas? I think they might. Let's check it out. They do. But yes, we'll see if it goes well. If anybody was out there watching the Tyson fight, boy, they had a lot of problems, right? That was the whole deal in terms of what they were talking about on the fight, the glitches that ensued, etc. And now they have NFL Christmas, and you better not blow that one, man. And that's what they're talking about here. You can have a few problems, but yeah, you better believe that nobody wants to lose that game in the fourth quarter as the team's driving down on the 4th and goal, etc. But yes, there was a lot of glitches in there. They've had a few of them when they're talking about they've had some comedy specials that have been live, right? But yeah. So Netflix greatly underestimated how many people would tune in to watch the fight. Remarkable that this is like their marquee that they go to in terms of their building up the live, right? And they weren't ready for it. As a result, the company did not sufficiently prepare its own delivery systems or its internet service provider partners for the surge in traffic from the 65 million streams the match drew at the peak. How do you not get ready for that? Even like a company like Netflix. To deliver content, Netflix stores its programs locally on a network of regional servers rather than streaming everything from one central location. 20,000 servers, 5,000 locations globally is how they do it, okay? You're drawing it from the nearest server, and that way it's immediately available. It's great for pre-produced content, but not for live programming because there's nothing to store ahead of time for the live programming. So that's their problem, okay? The video had to travel from the fight's location in Texas to the production facility where it was edited. From there, several hops before the servers where it was sent out to viewers' homes. My guess is they're going to get this right, but it's remarkable they didn't get it right in the first go-around. And if you blow a Christmas game in the NFL, and it's ever like an instance where it's a close game and you're having problems, boy, the internet will light up. So I bet they're working their hardest, but it is remarkable. On a typical day, how about it? 11% of internet traffic in North America is Netflix. That is an astounding statistic when you look at it. Yeah. During peak viewing of that fight, the Tyson fight, Netflix, 39% of one internet provider. Drop my R there pretty good. Yeah. And yeah, it got worse, right? So this is when they were having trouble viewing the fight, I was doing it myself. You'd restart. We're all attuned to, all right, let's restart. You close the app, you bring it back up. all it did was make things worse because you had 65 million people closing and restarting apps and restarting the stream, etc. So Netflix, restarting the app can make the problem worse is what they say. Well, yeah, it's making it worse for them, but we'll see how it goes. But they got a Christmas game, and yeah. I know. They had Love and Blind was a problem. That lit up. You had some of the comedy specials had a problem. The Tyson fight was the biggest one. And now they got an NFL game on Christmas, man. Yeah, so that's what it was. It wasn't, I knew I saw it somewhere, and it was Netflix. Ah, that's it. So, yeah, and then you bring it over where Amazon has a game on the Thursday night after it. So you got the Bears and the Seahawks on Thursday, December 26th, and then you're going to have the Chiefs. Yeah, it's a big one, man. Who are they playing? The Steelers. Oh, they got two of them. Yeah, they got two games on Christmas. Man, they are really digging into it, man. Let's see if we go here. And you can see the race is on in terms of, yeah, they do. They got two games. They got the Chiefs and the Steelers at 1 o'clock. They'll have a pregame at 11. And then they have, and then they have the next one with the Ravens and the Texans at 4:30. So they're going to control Christmas Day NFL scheduling. And you got Beyonce at halftime. So they went big. Christmas Day is typically one of the top days of the year for internet usage. Everyone's in home watching movies and TV, downloading games they received as gifts. Last year set a record for web traffic to Netflix with almost 17 million users and 78.5 globally. Not that many when you think about it. Look at this, right? We just talked about that the fight alone had 65 million concurrent viewers. And meanwhile, last Christmas set a record for Netflix with 16.6 million. You can see how these live events dwarf anything else that they do when it's just on archive. Netflix shares down 0.25%, but look for them on Christmas. And yeah. You know, I just shifted to an ad subscription base for Netflix. I was just paying too much money for Netflix. And I said, there's no reason we can't have a few ads. And it is remarkable that just in the last week or so, my subscription rolled to the ad one. And I found myself saying, what the heck are these ads? You live in Netflix, you never see an ad forever, you're binge watching shows, and all of a sudden the ad pops up. It's a different experience, but nonetheless, their stock price shows that the amount of ads they are selling, yeah, it's worth it. Netflix, slightly in the green today at 9:09 as they get ready for their Christmas NFL doubleheader on December 25th. We got Amazon in the green, S&P's barely in the green. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back.
Ho, ho, ho! The Tiger Dollar Holiday Double Bonus Sale 2024 is here.
Amazing money!
Now through December 23rd, we've doubled the bonuses. Don't miss your opportunity to get a double bonus up to 40% on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Here's how it works. Purchase 500 Tiger Dollars and receive 100 bonus Tiger Dollars. That's a 20% bonus, $600 total. Purchase 1,000 Tiger Dollars and receive 300 bonus Tiger Dollars. A 30% bonus, $1,300 total. Purchase 1,500 Tiger Dollars and receive 600 bonus Tiger Dollars. That's a 40% bonus, 2,100 total.
Oh, wow!
But you have to hurry because this Holiday Tiger Dollar Double Bonus Sale ends on December 23rd. Visit the front page of TFNN for details and get your Tiger Dollars today.
Ho, ho, ho! TFNN!
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the Opening Call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Welcome back, folks. S&P's up by 1 right now. NASDAQ 100 up by 24. So we come into Christmas on Wednesday and the market. So we're going to be closed for a half day. We'll be doing a half day of programming on Christmas Eve tomorrow. Okay, then we'll close for the afternoon, Christmas Eve. Close for Christmas, of course. We'll be back with the market on Thursday and Friday, December 26th and 27th. And then for next Wednesday, in terms of New Year's Eve, no early holiday on New Year's Eve for the market. You get a full day on New Year's Eve, closed for New Year's Day on January 1st, and then you come back. So yeah, we get a half day tomorrow, Christmas closed, but these 2 weeks with Christmas and New Year's falling on a Wednesday kind of chops things up, to put it lightly. All right, we talk a little bit of China. Biden team probing Chinese chips setting up Trump for tariffs. Now, these are not the top of the line AI chips. These are the chips just below that. Yeah. Talking about legacy or mature node semiconductors. Okay, not as advanced as chips driving AI. The older tech is ubiquitous across a wide range of apps, including autos, airplanes, medical devices, and telecom industries. All right. And that is going to tee up potential tariffs. This will take a few months. Trump's the one that will be in there. And so, yeah, he'll have to deal with it. And I say that in a good, a bad. We'll see what happens, but it tees him up for some tariffs is how it will go. The probe will take months, leaving any decision up to Trump's administration, which also used the same trade powers to enact wide-ranging levies on imports from China. Okay. Yeah, officials worry that China can flood and corner the market with older, widely available types of chips and tighten its grip on the sector. Earlier this year, the White House announced it would increase tariffs on Chinese legacy semiconductors from the current 25% rate to 50% in 2025. And guess what, folks? It is 2025 in 9 days. Coming at you. Just that quick. And what else is coming quick, folks? Tiger Dollars. Get your Tiger Dollars today. This sale runs through today, folks. You can get a 20, a 30, a 40% bonus on your purchase if you're a current subscriber out there to anything we offer. Basil Chapman's opening call. All right, Market Insights, Gold Report, The Trader's Edge, Larry Pesavento. Whatever you're doing out there, folks, you can get some Tiger Dollars. You apply them to your account. They get used automatically. You can get a 20, a 30, or 40% bonus. You spend $500, you get an extra $100 Tiger Dollar bonus for free. You end up with $600 Tiger Dollars, a 20% bonus. You spend $1,000, you get $1,300 Tiger Dollars, a $300 bonus for free, a 30% bonus. Or you spend $1,500, you get $2,100 Tiger Dollars in your account, a $600 Tiger Dollar bonus for 40%. We'll also ship you a mug in the mail as well. But yeah, we do a couple sales like this a year. This is the holiday sale. If you're a current subscriber, as I say, it's a no-brainer, folks. Get those Tiger Dollars, apply it to your account. If you're renewing on a monthly, a 6-month, a yearly plan, they get used automatically. And if you're thinking about signing up for anything, check it out, folks, on the front page of TFNN as that sale runs through today. All right, what else we got going on? We talked about Biden. Yeah, Nordstrom, how about it? $6.25 billion, the family taking it private. Yeah, that is quite a bet. Expected to close in the first half of 2025. They're going to acquire all of the outstanding common shares not already owned by the family. That's going to push it to 24.25 is the number. Yeah, the Nordstrom family will have a majority ownership stake in the company of 50.1%, with Liverpool owning 49.9%. The family in charge. In 2018, the board rejected the bid to take the company private at $50 a share. I didn't see that one the first time reading it. Remarkable. Look at that. Where is it? There it is. There's 2018 when they said, no, we want more than $50. And now they say, we'll take 24. Yeah, we'll take 24. They got some problems, right? You take a look at the chart like Macy's. Macy's is in trouble, up by 2%, but nonetheless. Nordstrom. Yeah, what was that number I just said? 24, 25 in cash for each share of common stock held. The take-private deal is going to be financed through a combination of rollover equity by the family in Liverpool, up to $450 million in borrowings under a new $1.2 billion bank financing. They got a tough task ahead of them, but it's the family company. They're putting their money behind it. We'll see where we go. And you're trading literally almost to the penny at 24.25. Yeah, and look at how you tick across there as that deal set to get done. Little pop in the open, some volatility on that news. But yeah, you're sitting right at the price that they're going to pay. Market's rolling over a little bit. S&P's at 59.92. NASDAQ slightly in the red. We got the, in the green. Dow in the red. We jump around to some other equities. Ooh, Walmart. What's going on here, man? Walmart. Oh, is that what's going on? They're getting sued by CFPB, huh? So, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau said it's going to sue Walmart and payment platform Branch Messenger for practices concerning delivery drivers' pay and reimbursements. So they supposedly forcing delivery drivers to use costly deposit accounts to get paid. They deceive workers of how they could access their earnings. Drivers paid more than $10 million in junk fees to Branch to instantly transfer earnings to account of their choice. Yeah, I don't think that's really hitting them down by 2.3% right now, but nonetheless, they are trading lower. Look at that. This thing's been on a tear. Taking coming into the year, you're trading down by 2.8% though for Walmart. Watch out. Target shares down by 0.5% right now. Kohl's. Watch out for this thing, catching the bid. But what do I always say? Small percentages on small numbers can be deceiving. You better believe it, man. As you're up 1.25%, but that's only 17 pennies higher. That's a weekly. Just keep making new lows, man, in that market. As this market's giving it up. NASDAQ about to go red. S&P's off by 15 right now. You take a look at the 15-minute, as I mentioned, we're up at the 618 coming into Friday's action, and we're rolling over a bit, and you're about to break into those. We got overnight lows of about 59.83. We're trading at 59.88 right now in the S&Ps, and the NASDAQ barely hanging on to the green, up by 0.1%. Yeah, you want things to look at in the next administration? This was an interesting one from the Journal. Private prisons. I'm not a fan of private prisons overall, folks. All right, incentivizing private companies to lock up U.S. citizens. I just see massive conflicts of interest, okay, in the betterment of society for private prisons. But nonetheless, they are here. And yes, they are poised to start incarcerating a lot of people. And we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, you better believe it, man. When you talk about deportations and you talk about the amount of beds, okay, you have Tom Homan, chosen by Trump to run the deportation Going to need a minimum of 100,000 detention beds. The agency has funding for 41,000. Well, this is the stuff that you're going to see come playing out. We'll see how it plays out. Private prisons. That's a tough one. Speaking of tough, S&P's off by 20. We're making pre-market lows. No, we're below those pre-market lows right now. Markets in the red. One more segment. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter, a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. S&P is off by 12 right now, trading at 59.89. Dow trading lower. As I mentioned, you got Walmart shares trading lower. You got the Russell. Dow off 0.6%, Russell off 0.6% as well. You get the S&P's off 0.2%, and the NASDAQ hanging on to gains right now. You jump over to Apple, up by 0.1% right now. Meta shares up by 1.3%, helping the cause. Google shares in the green as well by 0.2%. Amazon even in the green as well. And yeah, Walmart off by 2.8%. Yeah. Man, that's a big one for Walmart. You're talking about a 3% hit, man. This is the biggest day at Walmart, right? You take a look at this thing, just to look at it on a daily. You haven't had a red bar like that. You got a rollover going on from 95, maybe taking some of those profits, not wait until the end of the year on Walmart shares. We jump over to NVIDIA shares this morning, up by 1.25%, trading at 136. AMD up by almost 4%. Look at that one. And then the high flyer, Broadcom, adding up by 4.2%. We check in on Tesla shares, up by a percentage point at 425 so far this morning. Yeah, Netflix slightly in the red. Disney shares off 1.4% right now. Warner Brothers Discovery off by 1.5% as we get some market action with the S&Ps off by 12. And we take a look at yields as we finish up the program right now. We're at 4.56 as yields keep rising. Lower price, higher yield. We jump to it. Excuse me. Yeah, even since 9:30. Look at you got 6 ticks lower. And we're coming into the lows of Thursday, 108.23 right now. And you're talking about a 10-year yield of 4.56. And yeah, that giving the dollar a bid at 108.18. All right, folks, stay tuned and don't forget about Tiger Dollars. We got our man Basil Chapman. He's coming up next with the Tiger Technicians Hour. For you opening call subscribers out there, go out there, get some Tiger Dollars. All right, even if you're thinking about signing up, folks, check it out. Runs through today, and we'll see you tomorrow for Christmas Eve. Stay tuned for Basil. We got live programming all day, folks. Have a great day.